Welcome to Tech Vibe, your window into tomorrow's gadgets with zero fluff. Let's dive into the upcoming DJI Neo 2, what to expect, when it might arrive, and whether it's worth the hype. Picture this for a moment, a drone you can launch from your palm, still under 150 grams, but now with flight times stretching past 20 minutes and tracking so smooth it feels like a professional rig. That's the promise many are hoping the DJI Neo 2 will deliver. Stay with me, because the upgrades could be bigger than anyone expected. The original Neo, released in 2024, made waves by cramming 4K 30-frame recording, compact safety guards, and fun usability into a 135-gram design. But it had limits. The short battery life, capped resolution, and lack of serious obstacle sensing held it back. The Neo 2 is being built to fix those gaps and move the whole palm drone category forward. Now the big question is release timing. DJI hasn't officially revealed the date, but based on filings and recent certifications, signs point to a launch window somewhere between late 2025 and very early 2026. In fact, certification clearances suggest it's nearly ready, which usually means we're only a few months away. Some whispers point to November as the likely month, but delays are always possible with global shipping and regulatory hurdles. When it does arrive, the upgrades are what really matter. One of the clearest improvements is the battery. The Neo 2 is said to pack a noticeably larger capacity compared to the first model. That should stretch flight time from the old 18 minutes closer to 20 or even 25 minutes in real-world use. That extra cushion means more confidence in the air and less time swapping batteries. The weight will remain light enough to stay under important global drone categories, meaning in most countries you'll still be able to fly without needing a license or registration. Even if new propeller guards or safer frame reinforcements add a few grams, DJI knows this sub-250-gram bracket is critical for casual pilots. There are even hints that the prop guards will be redesigned to be more durable and more protective without adding too much bulk. The camera system is where things get exciting. The original was locked at 4K 30 frames per second, but the Neo 2 is expected to push that higher. Rumors suggest a new sensor, potentially larger than before, with better low-light performance and smoother dynamic range. If DJI manages to unlock 4K at 60 frames per second, that alone would be a huge leap. There are even wilder claims of super high frame rates, but the most believable upgrades are improved stabilization, sharper footage, and a gimbal system that corrects horizon shifts more effectively. Tracking and AI are also on the table. The first Neo had playful subject tracking, but it wasn't always reliable. The Neo 2 could refine that with smoother active track, smarter prediction of subject movement, and potentially even some obstacle sensing to keep it safer in more crowded environments. Imagine chasing your kid around a playground or following yourself on a bike ride with a tiny drone that adjusts gracefully without the jitter. Connectivity is expected to improve too. Faster transfer speeds, better wireless stability, and even more internal storage could all appear. DJI has been experimenting with adding decent chunks of built-in memory so you don't always need a microSD card. Pair that with faster wireless offloading and you could be posting aerial clips to social media almost instantly. Durability and safety are also being hinted at. Some believe the Neo 2 could carry upgraded resistance against wind, giving it more stability even in breezier conditions. There's even talk of water resistance at shallow depths, though that seems ambitious for such a small frame. Still, any improvement in materials and weather protection would make the drone much more forgiving for casual users. Pricing looks set to stay attractive. Early signals suggest a base kit could start around the mid-200s in US dollars, with bundles including more batteries and accessories climbing into the 400 range. If DJI can keep the entry point low while delivering the bigger sensor, longer flight, and smarter tracking, the value proposition will be hard to beat. Of course, there are still uncertainties. Not every rumor will come true, and DJI has to balance weight, cost, and battery life carefully. Plus, international restrictions and trade challenge could affect availability, especially in the US market. Even so, the pieces point toward the Neo 2 being one of the most exciting mini drones of the year. We're just a short wait away from official confirmation. If even half of these upgrades make it into the final product, the DJI Neo 2 could redefine what people expect from a palm-sized drone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You'll want to be among the first to see the full breakdown when DJI finally unveils the Neo 2. This is Tech Vibe, bringing you the latest in tech with zero fluff.